Some of my shop lights were flickering off and on and they didn't light up too well, so I knew it was the ballast. So I'm going to go ahead and show you how to change a ballast in these fluorescent lightings. Now these are just shop lights I bought at some local home center, and I paid $9.99 each for these. I got quite a few of them. I mean, I got about 10 of them up here, but the new ballast I bought cost me about $22, which is well worth it because you figure $10 for this, and these are the lights that I wanted, and $22 for this. So these shop lights lasted me a good 6 years. I had 4 of them that went out, so I've already replaced the ballast in 3 of them, so I'm going to do this one and make a video on it. So here is the ballast itself. Now I just bought this down at the local home center. They only had maybe 3 or 4 types, but you just need to make sure that the numbers do match. And I don't mean like the serial number or the product code number or the, you know, barcode number. You just need to make sure that like these numbers through here match. It's 120 volts. You want to make sure that you definitely get that to match. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the light apart and show you the old ballast and how we're going to put it in. Now this has 2 screws on the very end and also has a screw here that I need to take apart. And there we go. Now these 2 screws right here are for the ballast. That's what holds it into place. Now there's another screw at the opposite end that I need to remove too. And then this just snaps right off. These just slide into a slot in and out. They're going to slide like right here. You have little clips right here on the very ends of them, so that way you can take them out by pressing that in. But let me flip this around and get the ballast this way. Now as you can see, the ballast is quite a difference. So I need to take this one out and I'll show you the comparison between the two. Now this isn't plugged in, so I'm not too worried about taking this thing off like this. And to remove this, all I need to do is I have a bolt here and I have a screw over here. And I can just, now this isn't really tight. My finger here just held the bolt and I was able to unscrew it. I don't want to lose these because I will be needing these again. So I'm going to set them off to the side. And this one, so I'm just going to put my finger on the bolt. That's going to stop it from turning. And then all I got to do is just unscrew it. Now you can see the size difference, so I'm going to have to drill some new holes. So I'll have it in here like this, and I'll need to drill another hole at this end right here. But the thing about the ballast is you can see that this isn't going to affect putting the lid back on whatsoever. I've already done 3 of these. It's just that these is, I mean, this is a GE, so it's a lot, the quality in it's a lot better. But when you pick out a ballast, you want to make sure that you get them to be the same as far as in wiring goes. On some of the ends like this, they have 2 wires that go into them, but in this case, these are cheap, so they've only got 1 wire. But if you notice, the wires, I have the same exact wires coming out, black and white on one side, and I have 2 blues and 1 red. So if you have, like, you know, maybe 10 coming out on one side, your new one's going to need to have 10 coming out on that side. If you've got 4 yellow, you want to make sure that you got 4 yellow on the new one. In this case, I got 2 blue, 1 red, 2 blue, 1 red. So what I'm going to do is take it, and then I'm going to go ahead and offset the ballast a little bit, like so. And I'm going to go ahead and screw this and then get a drill bit and drill out the other side. And as far as tightening these, all I really need to do is use my finger to, again, that's going to be enough to hold it in place. Now all I need to do is drill out this other side. So I've turned the ballast around. Just going to take my drill. That's good enough. And all I need to do is take the screw. So I'm just going to put my finger on there to hold that. And that's all there is to that. Again, on here it has a wiring diagram for this, so it matches this one. So that's what you really need to pay attention to. Make sure that you know it's 120 volts, 120 volts, 50, 60 hertz, 50, 60 hertz. Now I need to cut these off. I need to cut these right here off. Okay, so now what I want to do is go ahead and cut the ends off of, cut these off of the old ballast. And I'm just going to use these. And then I'm going to bare the wires here. And in this case, you can see that there's one wire. You don't even need to mess with that. But I got this red wire, and this is going to go down at this end. So we're going to go ahead and cut a good that much. Now I'm done with the old ballast, so set that aside, throw it in the trash. So what I'm going to do is kind of scoot this down. I'm going to take the red wire and I'm going to stretch it out, and basically I can put these two somewhat into place. And what I'm going to do is just kind of go a couple inches past this. We'll bare this wire. So now what I'm going to do is go ahead and put a wire nut on this. Now I'm not an electrician, but this is how I like to do things. So now I'm going to take some black tape here. I'm going to go ahead and put it over it. And the electrical tape I bought here is extra sticky, so there's that. Now let's work on the other end. Okay, now I need to connect these two. As you see, the wires are on the same side, so it doesn't matter which one goes where. But I'm going to go ahead and connect the electrical wires first. Now, as far as the nuts are concerned, I bought the nuts that were, these come for various size wires. So make sure that when you buy these, that you get the right ones. And then I'm also going to go ahead and tape this with the electrical tape. Now, another thing I did on the other ones is, I'm going to put this like this, but what I did was, took some electrical tape, and I put it down right where I'm going to tape this at. Then what I did is I took some more electrical tape and I taped this down because I didn't want it wobbling around, because as I was putting these in there, this really was just irritating. Now that one's done. Now I'm going to do the electrical, or the black wire. Now the reason I did that is that was just less problems I had in the end. Kept everything right out of the way. Now what I'm going to do is attach these. So these wires need to come this way. So I'm going to go ahead and do. These are going to be taped down as well. And I'm going to cut these now. Now again, I'm going to put some electrical tape down on the frame here. This is not a necessity. I just feel better about doing it. So feel free to do it however you like it. Again, I want to, so this is going to go right about there. Start taping all this stuff down. And this basically is because I want to not have any problems putting it back together. These wires floating around were a bit nerve-wracking. Now I am going to leave myself a little bit of, try to leave myself a little bit of play in this wire here. So I'm going to pull this one kind of tight. And that right there should be good to go. Like I said though, this however will not affect putting my top piece here back on. So I need to reinstall this now, and then I should be good to go. Now all I need to do is take these slide them back into place. Just do the other end. And you really don't even need to slide them into place into the slots, because you pull up on it, the little ears on it will click out, lock it back into place. just like so. Okay, I got the last screw screwed into place. I've got the unit plugged in now, so I'm gonna go ahead and put the lights in and see if they work. These are T8 32 watt bulbs. So these are supposed to be high performance color. So I think they're right around the range of 6,500, maybe 7,000. I don't like the 3,200. I just think makes it too yellowish or too warm looking, I guess. I'll do like the bright colors when I'm in the shop. Well, it looks like it works. I'm sure I'm going to get a lot of good use out of this. So until next time, I'm Edward Short, the Hoosier Craftsman. Happy and safe woodworking.